beautiful Barbie.
Hey Barbie, can I come to your house?
The movie begins with a parody of 2001, A Space Odyssey, in which the narrator demonstrates that Barbie dolls have been around from the beginning of girlhood. Unexpected young girls have been witnessed smashing their standard baby dolls in lieu of Barbie. There are numerous Barbies and Kens in the Barbie Land universe, along with Alan and a doll named Midge who is expecting. There is a President Barbie, a Mermaid Barbie, a Physicist Barbie, a Doctor Barbie, a Writer Barbie, a Diplomat Barbie, a Journalist Barbie, and more. The Kens' ties with their Barbies are essential to their way of life. The main Barbie goes about her day having fun with Ken and the other Barbies in Barbie Land. Simu Ken and Ryan Ken are rivals who frequently make threats to beach off one another. When Margot Barbie asks if anyone in Barbie Land is thinking about dying, the mood of the dance party between the Barbies and Kens is entirely destroyed. Later, Barbie begins to experience weird changes in her life, such as her heels now touching the ground and cellulite on her skin. The other women advise her to go to Weird. Barbie, whose face has been drawn on, and she performs splits, has had her hair trimmed. Barbie is told that the girl who plays with her might be dealing with something in the real world, and that it is up to her to investigate. Barbie and a stowaway Ken motor their way out of Barbie Land. After Barbie fights a man who slaps her butt in the real world, Ken and Barbie end up in hot water. Barbie leaves the group after they are released from custody to look for her owner. Barbie takes a minute to rest on a bench and imagines a girl playing with her joyfully, but as the girl eventually becomes less happy, Barbie starts to cry. When she turns to gaze to her side, she notices an elderly woman seated next to her. The woman acknowledges that she is attractive when Barbie tells her so. Barbie is sent to a middle schooler called Sasha based on her visions after she claims that she no longer plays with Barbies because they promote unattainable beauty standards. Ken eventually learns about the patriarchy and views it favorably when Barbie and Ken separate. Barbie eventually ends up at Mattel, the manufacturer of Barbies. Gloria, a worker and Sasha's mother, overhears the CEO, Will Ferrell, telling him about her existence in the real world. Barbie finds herself in the staff boardroom, where the CEO tries to persuade her to return to a life-size box and solve everything. She almost nods, but then she changes her mind and bolts. Gloria finds Barbie after picking up Sasha, who is being pursued by the CEO and his employees. Barbie then discovers that Gloria is to blame for her present existential problem as a result of Sasha being around her more recently. Barbie guides Gloria and Sasha back to Barbie Land, while the guys from Mattel try to find a way to track her down. When the three arrive in Barbie Land, they discover that Ken has introduced the patriarchy by calling the region Kendom, and has now brainwashed the other Kens to behave in a rude and bro-like manner, making the other Barbies more obedient to them. This carries over into the real world, where Ken's transformation into Barbie's ideal home, a Mojo Dojo Casa house, begins to do well on the market. Ken rejects Barbie's attempts to persuade him to change his decision because he now feels more appreciated than he did before joining her in the real world. Barbie experiences depression and believes she has lost her original perfection. Gloria and Sasha take her car and leave her when she tells them to go home. A commercial for Depressed Barbie plays before Weird Barbie comes to get her friend. Gloria and Sasha are shocked to discover Alan has stowed away with them as they leave Barbie Land since he is already tired of the Kens taking control. Alan starts to battle a bunch of Kens by himself as they are attempting to construct a wall to barricade access to or exit from Barbie Land. Then, because Gloria cares about Barbie, Sasha decides that they should return to Barbie Land and assist Barbie. Sasha also expresses support for her mother's decisions. When Gloria and Sasha come back, they discover Barbie living in Weird Barbie's fantasy home together with a few retired Barbies and Kens. Gloria speaks to a still depressed Barbie and makes a passionate speech on the expectations women face in the real world. As some of the other Barbies also regain their composure and come up with a strategy to persuade the Kens to rethink their thoughts, this helps to jolt Barbie out of her malaise. Before attacking other Kens to make them envious and fight each other, each Barbie tries to stroke her Ken's ego. The episode culminates in a dance-off and Ken's moving, "I'm Just Ken" ballad. As it is Barbie and Ken, and not just Ken, Ken tells Barbie that he believes his relationship with her defines who he is. Barbie regrets making him feel that way, but she also does not want to be viewed in Barbie Land as just his girlfriend. Just as Ruth Handler, who created Barbie, emerges to speak to her, the Mattel guys show up in Barbie Land. Barbie is informed by Ruth that while human beings may have a final chapter, her narrative does not. Later, Barbie, now going by the name Barbara Handler, rejoins Gloria and Sasha in the real world. The two drop her off at a building, where she attempts to schedule a gynecologist appointment. There are a ton of Barbies with various vocations and distinctive personalities in the realm of Barbie Land, whereas the Kens rely primarily on their relationships with their Barbies. One Barbie in particular begins to feel distinct from the others and has strange beliefs about herself. She is persuaded to go into the real world by Weird Barbie in order to find the girl who plays with her and solve the problem. Ken follows her as they travel to Venice Beach. Barbie encounters Gloria and Sasha in the real world, a mother-daughter team who first played with her together before Sasha outgrew Barbies because she believed they presented unattainable beauty standards. Barbie is discovered to be in the real world by the CEO of Mattel, who tries to put her back in the box to avoid any potential repercussions. Barbie is taken back home by Gloria and Sasha, but Ken has already arrived and turned the house into a kingdom, because he had learned about patriarchy and believed that the other Kens would feel better appreciated. As a result, the other Barbies become obedient girlfriends, and when Barbie is powerless to influence Ken's decision, she develops a depressive disorder. Gloria and Sasha are on the verge of leaving when Alan, the lone doll without a multiple, persuades them to go back and stop the Kens. Following Gloria's passionate speech, Barbie and her sisters come up with a strategy. Once the primary Barbie and Ken have settled their differences, the Barbies influence the Kens to turn against one another because Ken wants to feel more appreciated than just as her partner. The soul of Barbie's creator, Ruth Handler, suddenly appears to her and exhorts her to take control of her own future. Barbie decides to continue being close to Gloria and Sasha by choosing to live in the real world as a human. Thanks for watching the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Please share and like the video. Goodbye.
Ideas live forever.
We haven't played with Barbie since we were like 5 years old. Oh.
It's Barbie, bitch, if you still in doubt.